to another companion quest called Caja. She is found in the Dome City. However, I'm going to show you guys today where to find a legendary bow. It is called the Phantom String, I do believe. You just gotta fly up here to get inside the tower. And we are in the city of Origin at the moment. So to get the Phantom Bow, you simply just gotta walk up to the very top of this tower. And she is just lying here against the wall. That is the Phantom String. Now, the companion Caja is located in the Dome City. So you want to fast travel over there via teleporter. Alright. You see here we are now at the Dome City. She's located back by all the separatists, or freedom fighters, however you wish to call them. So go down this way. So we go down here, and she should be just down this road, unless she's changed her location, which I highly doubt she did, because she is standing right here.
Are you here to seek shelter or to cause problems? This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
I'm not a reaver.
Then I hope that means
Your best bet's to pick the second one, that we can gain her favor.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people can make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't ready for that. Or they've been cast out. They have to go somewhere.
So there's no faction in charge here?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Horde where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions.
Are you always so edgy?
You know you wouldn't need to diffuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in Goliad all over again.
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer Abessa?
I don't answer to Adan, and these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them to do otherwise. My only connection to Adan is my magic. I wish it was more, but wishes don't make things so.
Have you been exiled from Goliad?
Exiled? No. There are those in Adan who want to use my magic for their own purposes. Ever since my power started to grow, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrifying.
If that's true, why don't you use your power?
I do. I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance I could kill anyone and everyone around me. The warlords wanted to test me, to try my powers, to harness them. Now I need to find a solution myself. But to do that, I need to study the properties of Elex, to learn more about it.
I could use someone.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Oh, count me out. I'm not interested in being used.
I can help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know of how to help me? Elex marks people. Mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it. It stays with people. You have its mark on you. You're different somehow. What is it about you?
seen, or is there something else?
Took it. You were fed it. You were an out soldier.
So obviously there I picked the first option.
In common. We've both been fed Elex in one form or another. It's changed us. And neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is it that you're planning?
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the Elexers. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in this?
In return, I will help your quest to find the Elex you're searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you run with these people. If you really want to protect them, you need to leave.
Even if that's true, why should I leave with you?
Now listen, I know Elex and I know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even during sleep. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control you. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you. We can help each other.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. You're right. I'm hiding from it here. I need to get out there and find a real solution. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if your actions can match your words. You should stock up here before we go.
I will meet you by the gate.
Just don't keep me waiting, or you might find I changed my mind. Later, all right?
Well done. Fucking hell. It cost all of us.
Alright guys, give me 1 second here.
I've heard a lot about that. I'm not sure I believe it. Are you here to pay me those shards you owe me?
Yes,
Because I'm
I'd heard
pissed at
things
how
were
long
rough
you've
there
taken.
too.
Someone's gonna throw this shit out before we drown.
Alright. So now obviously we have triggered the quest for Caja, which is also a good thing. And the companions.
I've heard a lot about that.
Now I just gotta figure out where she went. Cause let's go. Obviously I go back up this way. All the way back up towards the front gate. This particular companion quest is not overly difficult. I didn't find that much of a challenge when I first ran through it. Obviously, however, the game will shift and change based on what gear you have and or are using, and there she is. Outside the front gate, by the bridge, when you first enter the room.
So you are. And are you planning on telling me where you've set up camp or what comes next? Or do I have to wait for that too?
Okay, I'll tell you what's happened so far.
You've done a lot, but you still have got a lot of work ahead of you. Or we have.
We're not going to get where we need to without a jetpack.
Don't worry, I know how to use one of those. I'll keep up with you. Now can we talk about my problem? There's just one more thing.
Yes.
Why did you choose to join the clerics?
To begin with, it seemed like the best way to survive.
But that isn't everything.
My own people tried to kill me. I want to find answers. Joining a faction has to help fight.
I hope you're not just doing this for your own personal reasons.
You said you wanted to study.
You want to pick the first option.
How will you do that?
I can feel the presence of Elex. Mostly where it's present in great quantities.
Like the converter?
You don't need any special powers to feel the Elex there. No, I'm talking about unrefined Elex. When it's raw, latent. You can learn more from it when it hasn't been altered. I want to explore Magalan and look for some large deposits of unrefined Elex.
How do you want to find these large Elex deposits?
When the comet impact spread Elex across Magalan, it found its way everywhere. Into the seas, the rock, the air we breathe. But it is collected and concentrated in some places. I have felt the vibrations, the presence of these deposits. I want to track them down and examine them.
this unrefined Elex?
The first deposit I'd like to investigate is north of the city of Abessa. I can show you.
Open your quest log. Now it's recommend that you take her with you back to Falk. Send him to the camp in Adan. That way you can pick her up along the way.
Okay.
Talk to her again. And do the second option.
I don't know. Maybe because nobody can feel Elex like I can.
Your senses are better than ALP technology.
Come with me and find out.
And do second option yet again from the top.
It's not far from the city. Follow me. There is a vast amount of Elex flowing into the sea. It washes out of the cliffs and the ground, and it flows out across the planet. Elex is everywhere.
But you still think we need to find concentrations of it?
Yes, from the moment the comet struck, Elex has been seeping into everything on Magellan. That makes the background noise from it hard to read. If I'm to learn more, we must follow those mutants to find where the Elex is coming from. We know where we have to go. I'll follow you this time.
Alright, so again, you're going to want to save here. I do believe there's between 5 or 6 mutants just up this road to where you're supposed to go for your quest. So if you have potions, get them ready. If you use your weapons, whether it be sword, gun, crossbow, bow, or the PSI thrower, take your pick.
Keep close.
They're not overly hard to kill. A few good whacks and they're usually down and out. Always the weapon I use there is my PSI weapon. Makes these fights 10 times easier because those bubbles continuously non-stop do damage. When I first came through here to do this quest, I found it very difficult back when I was doing the Outlaw faction. Obviously, since he has a skull, he's a bit of a higher level. However, any enemy can be overcome as long as you use the roll technique and evasion techniques. So there were actually 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of the mutants and an actual mutant, humanoid mutant. Overall, not that bad if you're well equipped. Now, obviously, I'm going to take a quick break here. Since I'm a cleric, I need my mental energy reserves restored. Go down to the small mental one, used only by the clerics. Now on the ground, once she's doing what she's doing, on the ground there's Elex everywhere, free to take. Might as well pick it all up.
And so what do we do now?
I must meditate. Right over there, I need space away from you.
She'll contact you when she is done. Till then, pick up whatever you find. Make sure you loot this body as well. Raw meat's not worth a lot of Elex, but in the long haul, it has some amount of value. Whether it be restore your health, or a few bits and bobs of currency. Also over here we got some poor bugger that got killed. Make sure to take everything possible. Time you're done, should be that done as well. To move on to the second part of her request.
It That was what I was afraid of.
That doesn't sound good.
It's something I've suspected. It's why I came. It's the reason you're going to think I'm crazy. I could feel the Elex was communicating with me. Like it has a purpose. That it wants something from me, from the people on this planet.
Elex speaks to you?
I know how crazy that sounds, but it's true.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Do the third one the way you don't piss her off.
It's
I'm gonna gamble on the second one.
How can it want something? How can it speak to you?
That's one of the reasons I had to leave Goliath. It was like the Elex was screaming to me. I thought it was because of the mana they were giving me, but now I know it's something different.
So, you want to continue?
You said you would help me. That was our deal. Are you still up for this? Now you know how crazy my idea is?
And then the second one.
Soon, I believe you. What exactly do you think you heard?
I'm not sure. It wasn't words. More a sense of desire, of purpose. But it was fleeting, hard to catch. I think I need to find a bigger deposit of Elex. That might help me hear it more clearly.
And again, the second option.
What happens now?
We go Elex hunting. But first I need to return home. I have to go to Eden, to one of our world parks. The one south of the observatory, in the middle of Eden. Now I've heard it, sensed it here. I don't know if this is what I heard when I was close to large amounts of mana in Eden.
You said you felt something back then. Why would it be different now?
Because I need to be sure. I need to know I wasn't going crazy.
Out of all the
Can't you see how
sorry, out of all the available companions, she's definitely the easiest one to do her quest for that aren't completely suicidal and get you killed, which is kind of nice. Obviously, you have your autosave. I'm going to save regardless of such autosave, and we're going down to Eden into Goliath, I do believe. Way down here. I'll make sure I highlight it. Not quite the Goble yet, but close enough. So you're going to want to walk from the small camp yet again. Now, this next part of this of her companion quest kind of sucks. It has a very difficult creature you have to fight. I have tried the Wraith rocket launcher. Has very little to no effect. So upon saying that, I recommend you have the flame gun or the flamethrower. Simply because it's long range and can knock down and cause burn damage. Alright, upon saying that, I'm going to save. Right now I have the plasma rifle equipped. Go over to two-handed weapons. So you want the flamethrower Mark B. If you do not have it, I can pinpoint on my map where to acquire a free one. Now, I may have a slight issue here is I only have 13 shots left. That's not quite enough to deal with this fight, however, I feel I can handle it. Where you get the Mark B flamethrower, go over to your the map real quick. It's over by Tavar in the fort. You see his little biodome here. It is down in that pit with some spiders. I can show you exactly where I picked it up later on. Reopen the map and make sure we're going the right way. And off we go. Obviously healing plants, you're gonna want to pick them up. You never know when they're gonna come in handy specifically, and there's no point in leaving them behind. all across, you know, from Ingdon to Abessa to Adan, you'll find random smears of some poor bastard across the ground. Might as well take his belongings because he really doesn't need it anymore. They're better off being with you. Now, she is really just right up ahead here.
Hey, there you are.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I know. I feel terrible. That encounter with the Elex and Abessa really took it out of me. It's like it looked inside of me. I feel cold from the inside.
Cold. That sounds like Elex.
You remember it, right? From when you took it. I got similar feelings when I took mana. I can't imagine what it did to you before being transmuted. I need some now. I need to get some mana.
I thought you wanted to go to a world heart.
I do. Now that you're here, we could go together.
Then let's go.
All right.
So right here's the World Heart. There's several smaller enemies, and right underneath the World Heart is a very difficult creature that you don't want to get too close to unless you are heavily armed and equipped with a strong melee type base weapon.
Then we should be ready for a fight. Something has killed the guards here. Maybe it was mutants. They're attracted to mana as well as Elex. That was
Now that I'm here, I'm going to save. I got a feeling this is going to be a bit of a rough fight. Obviously, I only have one healing potion left, which honestly kind of sucks. Try and lure these guys back towards me. I'm gonna back up again. That way I can replenish. Obviously, I did not see him coming out of nowhere. This Reaver is difficult. Like any boss, he can be overcome. As you guys can probably notice, I'm not doing a lot of damage to him because he's a much harder opponent than I am. Much stronger. I may have to reload and be more wary of where my opponent is. Is also obviously there. He's a little bit too strong for me, so I need to make sure all my abilities and my potions are heavily equipped and ready to go. Now, to solve this issue at hand, I'm going to kill him first, so he's out of my way.
that was great.
Because the reality is, he is right there. You're probably wondering, how am I going to take out someone that is that much stronger than me? Just shoot him with a bigger gun. As the old saying goes. Problem solved. Now that's been dealt with. Let's go back here. Heal myself up. As well as, now earlier my companion stepped on a landmine. Now I don't think there's any more left. Since we're over here, we'll do a quick detour. We'll pick up the ring of fire resistance, an arrow. Whatever loot do they have here? Let's have a look in the chest. Not a lot. Mana potion, oil lamp, and Elex. Again, that all can be sold for value. Elex, what's in the locker? Fine dining plates. Again, that's 4 Elex. May not seem like a lot, however, long haul, it is. The beautiful part about this area is I can sleep for the day to heal myself without wasting any more potions.
Please wait. I need to get hold of some mana and soon. If I don't, I think I will lose part of myself.
Now we go back. We're gonna re-equip my flame gun, the flamethrower Mark B, to there. And then we're going to go take care of those guys once and for all, where we can progress through this quest line. Now, as you saw right there, there is a landmine. You can simply blow them up with a long-range based melee weapon. Again, I didn't quite lure all of them here. Now I have. Just in time, because here comes the big guy. You guys saw, he can take quite a bit of damage. You guys just saw, I'm out of ammo. But it's not really a big deal. If you're wondering why it's not a big deal, I'll have about 5 seconds to re-equip my plasma rifle. If I do not equip it fast enough, he will catch up to me, and this fight is well over.
Keep close. Fight together.
Again, a lot of dancing, a lot of maneuverability. Luckily, this bad boy doesn't have a very accurate long-range base weapon. Again, as you can see, I'm having a lot of issues with him simply because I ran out of flamer fuel. Now, noted, your companion does have a flame weapon. However, she does not always like to use said weapon. Right, third time is the try. Let's try this again. Hoping this time we can actually get him, progress and complete this mission. So you probably know I have died several times. That's okay. You can simply learn from my mistakes of what not to do to make your life that much easier. Make sure everything's re-equipped. If not, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Now, you probably noticed I switched over to my mental reserve potions. Simply being that'll make my life a little bit easier when trying to pop off the PSI ability. Let's be honest.
Count on me.
The more damage I can do to him sooner is the better. As you can notice, he is really starting to piss me off. So, I'm done dicking with this guy. We're gonna go back to buy some more flamer fuel, because I don't have time to waste. Neither do you guys. Now, flamer fuel has a bug. At some point in the game, it will stop appearing as a purchasable item. So upon that note, we're going to go all the way back to the Hort, the lead city of the clerics. And I'll show you where you can purchase said fuel from a reliable source. Then we'll go back and kick the living crap out of that guy. 'Cause I'm done dicking around with him. The beautiful thing about Elex is a simple fact that no matter how many times you die, there's always something to be gained and learned. Hence why I'm doing these broadcasts. This game is very difficult, and I'll do my best to show you what ways are more effective. Alright, once you get inside the Hort, if you are a cleric, you simply come down here to this guy. He'll have flamer fuel for you. It's not overly expensive.
I'll show you what you can buy at your rate.
So I'm going to go over to the very end, very bottom. 80 fuel. It's not overly cheap. It's not really expensive, pardon me. Which is a beautiful thing, especially in this game when currency is very rare sometimes. Now, we can go from the Great Lift and down. However, I feel that is a waste of time. The fastest route is from, again, the small camp and a Dan. Once we get back over there, I'll resave, take them out, complete her part of the quest here, and move on to part 3. Part 3 is a cakewalk compared to this part. Here we are again at the small camp in Adan. Again, just run past him. He's no threat. Again, just keep running away from him. Sooner or later, he will bugger off. Here we are again. When you first reunite with Caja, you have obviously that Reaver there. He is long dead. Avoid stepping on the mines at all costs. They do hurt quite a bit. And if I really want to get creative, I could use them against the enemies. However, I am choosing not to at this time, because I do not want to waste more time than necessary to complete this quest line. Make sure all my guns are equipped correctly, and off we go. Make sure it's fully loaded. Gonna roll away, and here comes Big Bad and Ugly. Now, again, I want to hit him as fast as possible. Keep him knocked down, keep him stunned. He will not come anywhere near me. I want to fly away. Obviously, I fucked up. Which is okay. I want to pull out my big gun again. Now, as you can clearly tell, you get too close to that blast, it's going to hurt you. Take the time to run far away as possible. The way it's not so miserable. Again, keep wailing on him, because sooner or later the burn damage will be too much and he will crumble. Wait for me again, get into your peripheral view, and swing hammer. And eventually your companion will pull out her weapon of choice. And there we go. That giant prick is now dead. I'm going to resave because I do not feel like fighting him again. You can go ahead and loot the dead bodies. Again, raw meat's not worth a lot, however, he has some things of value. Ivory hide, a tooth, and that's really about all he has, worth taking. You come over here, there are some things to loot, primarily dead bodies, some beer, some Elex, plant. Again, more Elex in here. You just talk to her. And again, you want to click on that one.
I'm okay. We're on the brink of the final battle against the Owls. All of Magalan is depending on us.
And click on the top part.
Yeah?
And give her some mana, the way she feels more human.
Thank you. I need it to balance the Elex I'm sensing. Without it, I'm worried I'll lose myself to it. I have to understand what it wants. What the Elix's purpose is. Not bad.
Exit the conversation.
It's terrible.
And then she'll start the dialogue yet again.
Just death. I have to go on. Can you give me some space again? I need
Again, she's 5 to 10 seconds, maybe a little bit longer to do what she does. In that time, there are things you can take. Also, we loot the dead bodies. We have looted everything here. However, there's a plant and a hammer. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing up there of value. Now you just kind of wait for her to be done, stand back up, and come towards you.
I can hear something here. Clearer than before.
What can you hear?
The Elex. It's alive. It doesn't matter whether it's been changed. Processed, transmuted, it doesn't matter. It retains the same voice. It might change the way Elex behaves, but it remains linked together somehow.
So, what does that mean?
That all its forms must be related and that it can revert. It can return to its unrefined form.
Mana can become pure Elex.
It's conceivable, but nobody knows how to do it. Not even the Owls.
Are you any closer to understanding what this means?
Closer, yes, but I need to know more to understand it. The fact Elex is alive, that it has a collective consciousness is one thing. We need to know what it wants. I want to know if we're changing it, or it's changing us.
Hey, what? How can it be changing us?
You of all people ask me that? You know the effect it had on you as an owl. You've seen what it's done to Magalan's animal life. We need to find some more Elex deposits. some that have been brought back up from when the comet first hit. Let's go. I'll tell you if I sense any.
Now she has rejoined you. Go into your quest menu. Minimize everything that's not needed. Highlight the quest menu. Now you finally go to the third and final part of this stage of the quest chain, which is back in Gobliette. Now, with this particular companion, as you progress more with their storyline, so for this particular storyline, throughout the whole game, she'll ask you to help her find more of the Elex deposits. Also want to jump back down. I simply gotta go over here, down to the priest area. This guy should be right inside. And you want to click on the second option.
How do you transform Elex? Transmute? We transmute Elex. We place the Elex in the mana shrine. There is something in the way the rocks change. As the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by Elex close to the shrine, you can feel it. I am certain that you are capable of feeling it too, Caja.
You're right. It's like ripples in water.
You always were sensitive to these things. What do you do? Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Owl's machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts. I've heard enough. Very well.
And you want to pick the second option, trade mana for Elex.
Trade me some mana for Elex? Gladly.
Want to get quite a bit, if possible.
How are you?
I'm okay.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here.
Give us more mana.
Thank you.
And that completes the quest. Now, to tie in the final part of what I'm going to do with her as my active companion, I'm going to go back up to the city of origin. Like I mentioned earlier, there are 3 quests in this city of origin makes you become the leader of this little town. The last part of this quest I have to do is to talk to someone about having her help defend this little city. Quick and easy. Now simply go over here. Jump down. Walk all the way up to this hawk to this guy.
Caja, a powerful berserker mage, will be happy to help defend the camp.
A mage? Well, we could use more of those around here. Okay. I would say that's enough fighters to make our camp safe. I mean, any more would be welcome.
And that simply completes what's called defense of the camp.
I just hope they can work together. We can do without arguments here. But I suppose we'll find out when the next meeting is next.
And that ties into all the quests for the companion Caja. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know and leave a comment.
broadcast.